Good morning, guys. Yu Shang here. We're playing some Terran vs. Terran today. And I think what we're going to do is immediately win the game. Amazing. Okay, let me cue again. What we're going to do today is I'm going to play through a ladder game. And we're going to kind of hopefully lose it, ideally. Seems like a weird goal. But ideally, we're going to lose the game, and then I'm going to walk you guys through my training process. Yeah, a lot of people go through their ladder games, just kind of blitz them out. Bam, cannon rush defense. Bam, late game, get wrecked. Next game, next game, next game. But it's honestly the worst way to improve. It's actually so bad. It's like, you know, I don't know, what's a good game? I'm Canadian, so you're playing hockey. And you literally just play scrimmages all the time. I mean, compared to someone who's like doing drills, they're trying to get faster at skating. They're working on their shots, their dekes, their fist fights. Very important in hockey. And you are just scrimmaging. You're gonna get owned in a real game. So that's definitely the worst way to train. We're playing a Zerg here. Not enough minerals. So the first step of my training method is we've got to have a plan in these games. We can't just play this game, because if we just play this game, we're not really having any clear objective of what to learn. And so honestly the main problem that arises is you get angry. Because if your sole objective is to win the game and you don't win the game, man, does that suck. But if you have a side objective and you lose the game, at least you can be like, alright, but I achieved my side objective, so I won't break 3 keyboards today. So, what's our main objective here? I think, for me, one of the objectives I want to work on is just keeping my gameplay more simple, because a lot of my games I think get chaotic in this with this race when they don't need to. So let's get our reactor here, go see what he's up to. And I'm gonna play like a 4-base setup ideally, unless we face something odd, but I'm gonna try to get into like a 4-base setup. What is this? Actually, maybe I will send 2 SCV so we can replace that command center. Now he's probably cheesing us, I would imagine, with him doing this. But I'm gonna try to get into a 4-base setup if possible. Yeah, so that's a really early pool. Let's get our factory. Maybe if we crush this, we won't even get into that setup, but yeah, that happens sometimes, not a big deal. Not enough minerals. So I want to make a bunker. I think I'm gonna have to bring another SCV. This guy seems like he's gonna be a bit too slow. Kind of want to have that done sooner than later. Oops. Make sure those guys don't bounce. Okay, so I'm building the bunker here. He's probably going for some sort of early push. This is basically just a safety bunker, like just in case. He might not do anything, but you know, he's already invested in this early pool. So if I, you know, build a bunker here and overcommit to the defense, in theory we should be even, right? So that's why I can get away with this. If this is a normal game, you definitely can't get the bunker and be in a good spot. Then you're going to be slightly behind. Not a terrible strategy if you're in the lower leagues and you don't have the APM to check for cheese and stuff. But at this MMR, we can't do that for sure. Okay, so he has no base there, so we're probably getting cheesed. He also has no speed. 350. So something's coming for sure. That's a lot of Zergling. And a Roach Warren. So I'm not really sure what he's doing, but maybe we'll scan him and see if he's got a lair. I want to see if these are Roach. I'm pretty sure they are. Let's keep macroing. Alright, we're not going to get to see.
Additional supply depots required.
Let's build more Hellion.
Complete. Additional supply depots.
We don't really want to transition in this game because... Oh, he's actually just probably got the gold is what's going on. I just realized right now. That is extremely annoying.
Our SCVs are under attack.
We're returning fire.
Okay, let's grab our command center.
All hands to battle station.
So I think this is kind of good in a way because I'm messing this up enough that we're gonna get into a macro game, I think. So there's the Roach. And I'm pretty sure he has this. Yeah, we should have realized this earlier for sure. Alright, so let's go into our E-base. We got a tank. We shouldn't be too susceptible to anything. I think I'm just going to sit there and annoy him. I think that's a good use of our Hellion. Well, especially if you get like a juicy hit when he's trying to transfer them back in.
Enough energy.
That would be the dream scenario. Alright, so now we're going to set up for our push. Let's get the combat. Let's get our extra racks coming in. I think we can sneak by him here. So again, my goal is to kind of get into like a 4-base setup. So let's go take that now. He was definitely pretty aggressive here, so we got to be careful. In fact, that Overlord just saw us, so he's very likely to push me like right now. Okay, so I just had a supply block. We'll talk about that after, why that happened here. Because I don't normally get supply blocked there, but there's a very specific reason I got supply blocked here when I normally don't.
I can't build here.
Okay, so yeah, so we're pretty set up here. Do we want to play 2 factory? I think we do. So let's get 2 factory. Let's get our armory.
I can't build here.
I think if I'm going to play this super defensive, I got to be a little bit more careful of Muta.
Add-on complete.
If you're being aggressive, you kind of don't need to worry about it, because if he goes for Muta too fast, you just kind of kill him. But in this situation, it's not going to work that way.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so we're pretty set up. I figured he might do this, just kind of try and all in us. I liked that trade until he got my medevac. Okay, so we got our 2-2 on the way. Let's get the +1. This part of the game is actually pretty similar to my aggressive play, but about here is where we kind of start doing some different stuff. Like I'm gonna increase my worker count Normally I kind of cap out at 66 or so. So I think we'll take this space. Let's get a sensor tower there.
Depleted.
Can probably move most of these tanks. Maybe we'll leave one over there. We have better vision, so I think this should be fine.
Depleted. Unacceptable landing zone.
And now we'll start really bringing our worker count up. Should we go for this space? No, we'll probably go for the gold, I think. I think he's setting something up. Oh no, these are overlords. That's funny. Okay. Something I saw Hero Marine do. It was more of an all-in, but I want to try it in a macro game. Is just even more factories. It looks pretty fun. Just no Marauder, just tons and tons of tanks. Let's grab these as well, actually. So he's making Hydra, so yeah, he's going into Lurker. Perfect.
Upgrade complete.
Actually should be fine just bringing all my Marines. Normally against Lingbane you gotta be super careful, but here we should be okay.
Insufficient Vespene
Let's get the
gas.
+2, let's fill these gases, let's get the Ghost Tech on the way.
Vespene gas.
And I think I'll need more barracks, not sure. That second scan, I'm just trying to make sure he's still here. Okay. We should have pretty good map control. I should be able to kind of do whatever I want now. We've got enough army here. I think if we can get this area, it should be pretty scary. Oh, he just noticed my main. Actually, you know what? I think we gotta go now. That's gonna be too much.
Mineral field depleted. Our SCV's base is under attack.
Yeah, in these situations, you want to go pretty quick. He's got his whole army on my side, so the base trade's pretty fine.
Mineral base is under attack.
We could use some help here.
I thought he would have Lurker up here, but nope, doesn't have any Lurker.
Our SCV's
Just kind of
are
crashed
under
through.
attack. Base is under attack.
We could use some help here.
Command center upgrade.
So when I double check, there's no
Our
Lurker.
SCVs are under attack.
Killing my bio here.
Base
Seems
is
to be
under
good.
attack.
Oh wow, he's taking my main. Yeah, I think that base is actually safe.
Additional supply base is under attack. Add-on complete.
Workers don't matter much here.
Base add-on is under attack.
Yeah. I thought we would have killed that army though.
Base
Maybe what we'll
is
do
under
is
attack.
move these up here
Unacceptable landing zone.
behind the planetary. That's gonna die.
Base is under
Ah.
attack.
Okay, we actually need this building pretty badly.
Base is under attack.
Maybe what I should have done here in this situation is go for a Raven.
Add-on complete. Base is under attack.
Yeah, my main problem right now is I don't have any scan. I think my army is much better, but no scans is gonna make this tough. Maybe if we can clear out this army and there's no lurker there.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Oh.
Base is under attack.
Okay, we should be able to get a Raven though, I think.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Something in the way.
Add-on
Okay,
complete.
yeah, we've got a Raven on the way. We still have a scan, or did that burn? Okay, we have literally no orbitals. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna make these all into orbitals, and then
Base is under attack.
we'll have, or I guess maybe I'll just make the planetaries. We've got the Raven, so that should be good enough. That looks like a lot of stuff. We might be more behind than I thought.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Nice.
Base is under attack.
Okay, we've got the Raven at least.
Additional supply depots required.
We definitely gotta kill all his mining bases pretty fast. Ah! Almost lost it.
Base is under attack.
Ah, he's got muted too. Alright. We're gonna lose this one. Ah, yeah, he still had a really good economy. Alright. So, interesting game at the end here. We were definitely crushing him when we did our push, and then this Nidus really messed us up. So, yeah, I can see this being like a really frustrating loss for someone else, because it's such like a small error, actually, where you miss like a Nidus and then you're in a lot of trouble. But this is okay because, again, I don't usually play this style, and it's one of those holes you just gotta patch. Even though it's a small hole, it's like kind of annoying. It's just part of expanding your repertoire. So yeah, right here I feel like we're kind of crushing. We've got 80 workers, he's on 74. We've got a lot of tank, like our army value is really high, but this Nidus really catches us off guard. So you know, something in this area of the game where we're trying to build up our power units anyways, I think it makes sense for us to throw down some turrets here, or possibly just like a sensor tower so we can see if there's any overseer in this area. We might also want to just get like some Vikings, just kind of spitballing some ideas of dealing with this, because we can kind of expect this as a possibility, like just a good play for him to make every game. So we should definitely just put some units over here when we're playing against this style. I'm thinking the tank is probably best. The tank will actually hit this. If we go Viking, we'll kill the overseer, but we won't automatically kill the Nidus. Let's see if there's anything I can do better in the base trade as well. Oh, you know what? I think I went this way. I think that was actually our mistake. That was actually a pretty bad choice in retrospect. Yeah, this is a rough way to deal with that. But I don't think we can do it any better because we can't really take our time here. But I definitely shouldn't be going to the main here because the tech for Zerg is not that important. Their economy is much more important. So we should have just left this alone actually. Maybe killed the natural and then we should have went this way almost immediately. That would have been a much stronger play. I could have lifted my buildings faster as well. So, yeah, so I should have lifted my buildings quick, put them over here, and maybe went for the Raven quicker. I mean, I think we did all the right things. We were just too slow, which is common. You gotta kind of have like a list of things you're gonna do in certain situations, and then you get faster and faster at doing them. So here we're just figuring out what to do, so it's quite slow. But next time, you know, okay, we come in with our main army, start the base trade, immediately lift all our buildings, put them here. That's the start of our list at least. If we did come over here first, he probably still would have got these lurkers in the main, but we would have killed all his econ. So I think we would have won this game if I did that change, even without the defense against the Nidus setup. We were far enough ahead here. And I think that's everything I want to change actually. Now here I kind of had to come back. I really had no choice here at this point in the game. I can't go kill these bases anymore because I don't have any scans. So that was really a big problem. But okay, cool. So we've got some nice things to work on here. Let me go back to the Nidus part because I think a lot of you would stop your learning process there, but that's really only the start of the learning process in most situations, because most of this game is muscle memory. So if you just know what to do, that's honestly barely helping. Like really barely helping. So we need to go at about this point in the game, take command, and okay, so there's a Nidus. So how do we get the buildings over here as quickly as possible? So my buildings are on 2, 3, 4. So I think what we're gonna have to do is cancel everything. Then we're gonna have to go 2T, maybe over here, 3T, 4T. Right click them all. I think that's the fastest way to do that, just to get them out of here quick. And then we want our army going this way. And what else do we want to do? We want to get a Raven started pretty quick. And I think we can set up the factories. Is there a faster way of doing this actually?
Mineral field depleted.
Maybe I'll place them first and then change them to tech labs. That seems to be a little easier, because if I do the tech lab, it kind of just changes the first one. And then these will need to be reactors. And what else do we want to do?
Unacceptable landing zone.
Yeah, the Raven's important, the tanks are important. I think that's pretty much it, right? Just get these buildings set up ASAP. And then maybe get more command centers. Obviously get our army on this side. Okay, so let me retry that really quick. And then I think, you know, usually in my practice I would do this many times, because you don't want to just do it. You want to be fast at it, right? But for this video, I'll just do it one more time. So we'll take command here. Okay, so let's say the base trade started right now. We want to get these all up.
Unacceptable landing zone.
You can see I'm misclicking a lot.
Unacceptable landing zone.
So that's the part I would want to fix by doing more repetitions, because it's too slow.
Unacceptable landing zone.
So So by doing that more times, you're going to get more accurate. And that's really what you want to get better at. But I think you can see this is already faster than the first time we did it. So we're already making some improvement. It's just, it won't be fast enough to beat like a really, really strong player. Especially if they're also used to doing this. Because they're going to have more speed than you. Okay, I think that is it. Again, I would do way more reps than this, but I think that's enough to show you guys my process. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this Terran video. I will see you guys in the next one.